I'm Charles Newby, and you're on Bump of the Night TV.
Hello, fiends. Welcome to Bump in the Night TV. I'm your host, Orson Hills, and with me is my henchman, Bourbon Hitchcok.
Hello, everybody.
Well, Bourbon, what's the topic for tonight?
Tonight's subject, I've been thinking about this one. Tonight's subject is going to be dolls and puppets.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Dolls and puppets.
Since horror films were first created, dolls and puppets have always snuck their way into our nightmares. And we're going to discuss several good things. Then we're going to lead into our guest for tonight. Bourbon, do you have any movies in mind you want to talk about?
Well, we actually talked about this one in another episode, but I'm going to retouch it again because it's a double banger.
You should never retouch it or see double bangers.
Annabelle.
All right.
That's a good way to start.
Annabelle, just a big grossing money machine.
Yes, sirree. Ain't no better. It was a spinoff from multiple, other movies in the franchise series.
What were they?
The Conjuring.
Oh, he got it. Oh,
yeah,
I
got
again.
it. The Conjuring. You had
The Nun.
The Nun. Yes, The Nun. You had Insidious.
Different universe.
No.
Yeah. Different.
Okay. Anyway.
So, all right, I'm gonna try and stump you.
And if people want to go even further back, the Warrens, who that show series was also about, which we touched about this again. They were very controversial, where people kind of try to debunk them through the years. They originally snuck in the movie The Amityville Horror. So,
all right,
that ain't a part about this. But.
So I'm gonna try and stump you.
Go ahead.
The original Annabelle doll. What was it?
Raggedy Ann.
Oh, he's you're gonna have to give extra money to your intern.
Here you go.
All right. You got any other films with creepy dolls or dummies?
See what me and Turner whipped up. Oh, this one's a big one.
All right.
Puppet Master.
Oh.
Puppet Master. It was the brainchild of it was a movie company that made cheap flicks.
Okay, what was the name of the company? Full Moon Entertainment.
Yes, Full Moon Entertainment. Anyway, they pumped out such greats as Doll Man.
Greats. Okay, go ahead.
Another one that I meant to talk about, Demonic Toys.
Okay.
Okay. So what they did with Puppet Master, and they did them with all their movies, is they tried to let me back up. When they was doing Puppet Master, they did 1 through 5, and then they tried to do a spin-off called Puppet Master Retro, where it was kind of like a prequel, and it totally stunk.
Okay, so pause. If we're going to talk about Full Moon Entertainment, I'm going to need more bourbon.
Right. Where's mine?
You don't get any, you're in trouble.
Okay. As they were doing the Puppet Master, and then they introduced Demonic Toys, another movie, third one. When Freddy vs. Jason came out, they tried to counter it by doing Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys. So basically took 2 crappy movies and put them together to make one mega crappy movie.
Mega crappy movie. I love mega crappy movies.
Me too.
Cigars,
Sharknado and all the movies. Oh, yeah. Mansquito.
So I'm going to change it to you and try and mess with you. So have you seen Magic?
No.
Okay, so go back to the late 70s. And Magic is a movie about a ventriloquist with a weird connection with his doll, and the doll is voiced by Anthony Hopkins.
Ooh.
And the comedian slash ventriloquist psychologist is Burgess Meredith, the penguin from the Batman.
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
So it's great, psychological film. Murders happen, stuff like that. And at the end, you never really know for sure if the doll is possessed or if he was insane. They leave it open. But if you get a chance, Anthony Hopkins doing the voice of a ventriloquist dummy, how can you go wrong?
You got a little street cred.
Just kept waiting for the doll to have the little mask on and go, but while he drinks water.
Oh, God.
What else you got for us?
Oh, man. All right, now we could always turn back. We're going to turn back time a little bit. We're going to go to 1936. There's one called Devil's Doll. And it was a girl woke up one day and her little doll started to talk to her. And she didn't understand, and it was trying to tell her to kill her family. And she didn't understand what was going on. She just thought that she was hearing stuff, thought she was crazy. And her family thought she was crazy. Till the last 15 minutes of the movie, the doll jumped up and tried to kill all the family.
How did that look, special effects wise?
It was terrible.
Oh, it was terrible?
It was terrible.
It
was terrible.
Sounds good. Is this 36? Is this in...
black and white.
I mean, well, I do that, but is it in... is there sound for it?
Yeah, it had sound, but it wasn't very good.
Everybody's talking to like the tin cans.
Yeah.
Like this show.
Yeah, like this show.
Okay. Now, you said you had a debate that you wanted to go over about.
Yes.
Okay.
1985, the movie that all of us pre-millennials remember, Ghoulies. Ghoulies. Now, Ghoulies, when we were doing some research, in its own Wikipedia, it lists the Ghoulies as a doll. But I don't remember it as a doll. I remember it as like an alien being.
No, well, they were demons, little.
That's
demon
what
minions.
I thought. Yeah. But was it? But the Wikipedia for it listed as a doll.
Well, Wikipedia also says Epstein killed himself. So.
They used the special effects. It was a puppet for the special effects.
Well, yeah, our camera guy and director says, but
directors.
I mean, if you want to go that way, like just about all horror monsters are puppets. Rawhead Rex.
Well, we're not talking about
Gremlins.
In reality, if it was a puppet, it was a puppet as a character in the movie. So I think that's where the debate.
I don't think it was a puppet in the movie. We'll have to go back and watch it, and if you guys know, put it in the comments so we can roast Bourbon again for another mistake. All right, so we sent you out on assignment again due to unpopular demand. And what did you go and do?
I went to a rock concert. I went and watched Nick Lutsko. And you know what? At first, I was like, I saw one video of his called "Grinning Like a Barracuda," and I thought that was a pretty catchy little song.
Say that again.
Grinning like a barracuda.
I like how you have boo-cuda.
Like a barracuda.
All right.
So I thought, that's a pretty catchy little song, but maybe he's a one-trick pony. But come to find out, he got pretty good songs.
So it's, what is it? It's Nick Lutsko and the Gimmicks, isn't it?
And the Gimmicks, yes.
All right. So let's take a look at some of that footage right now.
Don't wanna swim in the mud, so I moved to the opposite side.
Hello everybody, this is Bourbon Hitchcok from Bourbon Tonight, and I'm here with Nick Lutsko. And he's got his new album out right here, Swords.
Yes, sir.
It just came out tonight, and I watched an excellent show. One of the best shows I've seen in years.
Wow, thank you so much, man. That's a high compliment.
So tell me, what is the inspiration for some of the music that you do?
Oh man, what is this? Well, firstly, it's just the only thing I'm really good at. I don't know what I would be doing for a living if I didn't know how to play guitar and write music. As far as the lyrical content, I just try to find, things that move me, and that means things that bother me, or irritate me, or interest me, or confuse me, or upset me, and that's kind of, I look for those things that are just like get a guttural reaction from me, and it causes me to try to work it out through songwriting.
Well, for some of the people that's been keeping track of you, what did you do to get Crazy Rick back in the band?
Well,
what did you have to do?
Really, I didn't have to do much. I just had to realize that Flea was not a good fit. And I had to say, Greasy, you know what, man, I messed up. And that's all he wanted to hear. He wanted to hear it, I'm sorry, and he wanted to say, he wanted to hear me say I needed him. I think.
And you got rid of that crappy disco, right?
Got rid of the EDM music. Yeah. We're moving on from that. It didn't work quite as well as we hoped. Yes, sir.
You do dance good, though. I do
Thank
say
you.
that.
I appreciate that. Bourbon, thank you.
I personally have a question.
Okay.
Did the mayor, did she say it was the best show Chandler has ever seen?
I haven't talked to
the verdict's not in yet.
The verdict is not in. I'll keep you posted. I will definitely let you know.
Stay tuned. I'll keep I'll put a link down at the bottom of the description for the video. Do you have any shows coming up pretty soon?
Man, we've been working so hard on this one, I don't even begin to understand or know what is next. But I'm going to sleep for about a week, and then I'm sure I'll have something cooking pretty soon after.
You got any new videos coming out?
We have, we just released a brand new video called Software. It's the most recent music video we did with the Pop Front. We released that like last weekend. No, man, this big show was, well, we did get some good footage from the show where we'll edit into a video and release eventually. But it's just kind of take a breather, and then we're going to hit it hard in the new year and see, where we're at.
So, when you first started doing music, did you have any musical inspirations, people that you looked at and that you thought was your inspiration?
Yeah, man, it's wild because, my musical tastes are constantly evolving. When I started was when I was in 9 years old, 4th grade. So they were very different than the people I listen to today. But I will say the few artists that probably remain consistent that I still really respect and love to listen to are the Beatles, Bob Dylan, people like Neil Young, Paul Simon. I really enjoyed Les Claypool's unique approach to performing and writing music, and people like Tom Waits who just have such a singular vision, and Danny Elfman. I could go on and name so many artists that I have a lot of deep respect for.
That's awesome. Well, through the years, I've watched you in many events,
cool.
Some outside events. One thing I noticed is your followers, they know all the words to your songs.
Oh, man.
They go along with you. And I saw you at a pavilion show.
Okay.
And the very first time I saw you, what got me grasping was when I saw that Barracuda going right through the crowd.
Nice, yeah,
and
yeah.
I thought, now this cat's good.
Nice.
And the music to me was what I like is today, where so many people think that they have to cuss and they have to sing about everything and really ain't got nothing to do with their music.
Yeah.
Whereas with your music, you feel like you're a part of the song, like,
cool, man.
like you made it for us.
Oh, thank you.
So that's what I really liked about it.
Thank you so much,
I think
man.
you're being video bombed.
I don't even know who that was, man. I might never know. You have it on video. I'll
never
expect
know.
the tape later.
We're not going to edit it. It'll be right.
All right, good deal. Cool, man.
I'm going to wrap this up. He's a busy man. Time to pick up his album, Nick Lutsko's Swords.
Thank you so much, Bourbon. Sorry to keep you waiting, man. I appreciate
no
you.
problem.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Sounds great.
Wow, Bourbon, how did you talk them into giving you that interview?
It was. I had to do a lot of bribing.
A lot of bribing?
Yeah, they wasn't gonna let me in. They're gonna throw me out.
Speaking of bribing, I'm like, notice my checkbook is missing. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
No.
I'll get those checks back from the bank. And if that doesn't look like my handwriting, back into the dungeon. So, all right, we want to thank you for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. What else they need to do?
Do it all. Share it on all your social medias and subscribe.
And then dig through and try and find our merch to sell. Cigars and whiskey aren't free. Got a special present for you since we're talking about that. You know how we normally kill the guest? Well, I got a good friend of yours that wants to talk to you, Bourbon.